right where we left off, the Inner Sea. That looks spooky. In a good way. I like the Hermaeus Morris stuff. It's very Cthulhu-esque. Oh, I'm in a bubble. We're all in a bubble. This is funny. Imagine if I could, like, summon a mount. No. I had to try it. Wow, so in Stormblood and Final Fantasy XIV, I'm doing a bunch of underwater stuff, and now in Elder Scrolls Online, I am too. It's crazy.
This is incredible. Look at us, strolling along the seabed like it was a street in Necron.
Stay alert and move straight ahead, both of you. And watch out for any large predatory sea lion.
Look at that big ass, that giant enemy crab. Ah! I walked right into that one. How do you keep track of all the games you play at the same time? Habit. So at any given time, let's see. This, I guess it helps to only really stream games I want to play, right? Because I mean, it's a very... So that's how I do it in a nutshell. I don't know if that explained anything or made matters worse, but here we are. You want to know what's even nerdier? Compounding this? My wife is watching wrestling right now and sending me updates through Twitter.
Island? Where are we? And who are those warriors?
A demi-plane, not an island. We are no longer on Nirn. Torvy must be near. I doubt the recollection reached this place without his help.
Laramil is exhausted. Go on, find Torvy. We'll catch up.
Great. Okay, so we're on a demi-plane. Do I not have my combat ally out? Nope, I don't. Nerd! Alright, let's eat some food to buff us. Let's summon my ally to help kill things. Wacky, thank you for the rose on TikTok Live. I appreciate that.
Miss me?
You're having a good Friday. Alright, so we've got her to come along. 0% surprised, you say? Over the game? Oh, I guess added to my dailies I need to do is Fortnite. Because I need to get the damn Fallout skins. Oh, thank you for the additional roses, Wacky. I love the design of these Seekers. They're very creepy looking. If you're just tuning in, this is Gold Road that just came out this week, if I'm not mistaken, in Elder Scrolls Online. It's a new chapter, which means new territories, new stories, new all kinds of stuff. The expansions are the ones that just add like a couple dungeons. The chapters are the ones that you have to buy separately, and they add new land and stuff like that. So that's what this is. Playing a stamina-based Nightblade, which is basically a rogue, dual-wielding and using archery. This build has not been updated in a long time, so it could probably be a bit more efficient. Misa Thorny, hello, welcome into the Twitch stream. Mom got a game. If you're able, can you send some shoutouts, please? Can you play it multiplayer? Yeah, this is an MMORPG. So at any given time, like, I'll just open up some guilds. All these people here in that guild, 59 people there in that guild, 14 in that one, 12 in that one, and these aren't even big guilds. So, yeah, this is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game for console and PC. Yeah, so it's amazing. I've just been going too long. Me and Vulgar used to go hard in this game. Yeah. Well, me so if y'all need anything, if y'all come back to PC, let me know. I've got basically a one-person guild now, so I've got plenty of stuff to like speed you through leveling up crafting and stuff like that, if that's what you want to do. Because this character is also a multi-crafter. Well, let's look at the skills. You can do... You only really need one character, right? So you pick a template, right? So there's basically like a rogue template, a rogue-like template, a druid-like template, a mage-like template, a knight-like template. What am I missing? Necromancer. Maybe there's one more. So that's going to give you your class abilities that you level up. And then every weapon line has its own abilities that you can level up. And then the armor lines have their own abilities. And then in the world, there are different things you can do, like become a werewolf or a vampire. Different guilds, Dark Brotherhood, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, Citric Order, so on. Then there's the PvP stuff, and there's the racial stuff, and then there's crafting. So if you spend time chasing down the skill points, you only really need one character to be a crafter and PvP and PvE, right? A lot of other games that are like specifically MMORPGs will require you to like have what we call mules traditionally, where you have to have like backup characters hold all your stuff or to learn how to craft so you can free up those skill points and stats on your main character. But you don't really need that for this game. So that's one thing I like about ESO. Don't have no signal right now. Lagging on my end. Good luck. Alright, Mom Got a Game. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the shoutouts.
This portal, the path to the mythos, Apocrypha's heart. Only those bearing the essence of Azura, Boethia, or Mephala can access this portal. The gate recognizes Boethia's blade. Now I can return to the mythos and find my prince at last.
A permanent portal to the mythos. I did not know such a thing existed.
Chosen of fate, hold, we must speak.
Where did Torvizard go?
Torvizard has breached the mythos, the heart of my realm. Twice before he found his way to a glyphic, holding part of the secret he seeks. Only one part remains sealed. You must stop him from reaching the glyphic of shattered reflections.
How? The gate is closed and we don't have any Boethia, Azura, or Mephala relics.
I created this gift, and I command it still. Behold, this portal is opened and will take you where Torvizard has gone. What happens next is in your hands. I dare not interfere with fate more than I have.
What do you mean you dare not interfere?
You are the chosen of fate. This task is appointed to you, not by me, but by the demands of causality and consequence. If I try to stop Torvizard, I will fail. You, however, always have a chance. That is the nature of mortals. Now, go.
The voice acting for Hermaeus Mora is so different. It's so different. It goes from like gravelly to like wobbly, lilty, and then it's strange. It's interesting.
The mythos of Apocrypha. Heart of Hermaeus Mora's domain.
I remember an answer.
Torvizard is somewhere ahead of us.
Oh, you can keep fighting each other, that's fine. Does anyone else see all these books and want to go to Barnes & Noble? almost rolled off the cliff there. Alright, so it wants me to stand there. Here. Okay, that looks like a dead end. It's surprisingly easy to get a little lost in these zones. Because the ramps... Oh, alright. I was not expecting that. The path forward ramps down at times, so it looks like there's nothing there.
Stand close and let me shield you.
These people are slow on those buffs.
Good at this.
Mirror plasm? Oh, that looks neat.
Restore your strength.
I know last time I was in a zone like this, I accidentally rolled off the, rolled off the platform, and I know it's going to happen tonight.
Stand close and let me shield you.
Okay, so pretty much just going around killing everybody right now to see where it leads me. Whoa, that was some knockback. I would suppose we have to go to the places that are guarded by the laser thing. Mirror ball? I don't know. What do you call that? Doesn't have a hit point bar, so I can't find out. I'm going.
Get closer to me.
Feel the current of fate flow through you.
Okay, keep going past.
We must
No, ma'am,
find
did not want to talk. I just want to loot.
Let fate renew your vigor. We must find it.
Alright, seems we just go straight forward here.
Shardborn? Who in oblivion are they?
I do not recognize these Dremora. Perhaps Torvasard is not the only one beginning to remember the Forgotten Prince.
Glass Manticora.
My apologies, Master. There seems to be one marked by more active foe, and I have no time to tell you any different.
Oh, okay. It's invincible right now. And it has... Oh, there's a laser. There's a laser. Still has an invulnerability bar. So if I kill that...
Shake the foundations of Apocrypha, my brothers and sisters.
There we go. Alright. Now it's invulnerable again. It put up walls behind me? Oh. That's interesting. I was not expecting it to put up walls behind me to break my retreat. I tried to roll back and went nowhere.
He found the last glyphic.
The last glyphic and the final secret. I must know what happened to Prince Ethelia.
Defeated Prince Ethelia. Now we must all forget our victory.
Forget? Why should I forget how I took this mortal shell and tracked Ethelia with my skein?
Azura and I did our part with these vessels of flesh. And the land, and abolish her.
Listen, my fellow princes. The Lord of Fate is right. Imprison Ethelia in your mythos, Mora. Then erase all memory of her existence.
Imprisoned by cowards. Abandoned by betrayers. But I remember. And I know how to free my prince.
Doesn't look good.
Away, alone for millennia. I will free my prince and restore her glory. Oblivion and none for ages. Tormented by a question I could not even frame. This is my answer! I did not forget my friends!
It's having a tough time of it.
I do not understand. Where is Prince Ethelia? If she escaped, why did she not contact me? You! Is this some new trick of the Lord of Fate?
I'm as surprised as you are, Torvizard.
No, this is no trick. Do you see? Prince Ethelia has escaped. She freed herself from this prison, or was freed by some hand other than mine. Perhaps the simple act of remembering restored her power, dissolved her bonds. I do not know.
If she escaped, where would she have gone?
Prince Ethelia is the mistress of the untraveled road. She could be anywhere. Perhaps she will be drawn to places or things she knew before her craven foes locked her away. Yes, that must be right. And I know what I must do. Farewell, mortal.
Where are you going?
I still have a task to do. I need to find my prince, help her, restore her to the power that is hers by right. And there are other scions out there. I remember them too now. Mortal, fate's chosen. I expect our paths will cross again.
Torvizard, wait.
A fate forged the moment Torvasad opened the first glyphic and began to remember. Return to the Mythos Vault, mortal. We must speak. Called the Master of the Tides of Fate. I perceive everything that may come to pass, yet I cannot select the outcomes I prefer. Choice and chance determine which possibility actually occurs. Such as this one. Ethelia is free.
You said if Torvizard succeeded, reality would end. Were you wrong?
I did not lie, chosen of fate, nor was I mistaken. I told you what you needed to know to avert catastrophe, and catastrophe has been averted. For now, the outcome I foresaw will still come to pass. It is only a matter of time.
How did Ethelia escape?
This spire was never Ethelia's prison. Being forgotten was. The moment Torvasad finally remembered his prince, its power to hold Ethelia began to wane. Now, new paths form before us. Some lead to survival, others destruction.
What can we do to avoid destruction?
A question we all must ponder. Ethelia and her Ilkar, unseen. I cannot perceive their actions, nor can I share what I surmise, lest I unduly affect the course of events. Take counsel with Liramil the Wise, and wait for a new path to open.
Prince Ethelia has escaped her prison, yet reality persists. And Torvasad understood events no better than we do. As I have seen time and time again, the machinations of Oblivion are far beyond mortal comprehension.
Hermaeus Mora told me to seek your counsel.
So I heard. And he did not send us to pursue Torvasad. It appears that the next step we take must be our choice. We should return to Nirn, regroup, and follow the advice of the one who knows. Wait for a path to open before us.
Isn't Ethelia the Prince of Baths?
That fact has not escaped me, Proxy. Torvasad spoke of restoring his lost realm. Miramor, he called it. And he thought that Ethelia would return to places that were familiar to her. Let us return to Grotwood and confer with your friend Baragon. I am relieved to observe the perpetuation of the macrocosm. Our reality has not unraveled yet. For now we must wait and watch. Eventually I shall notice Torvasad's passing in the threads of fate. Then I shall send for you, Proxy.
So that's it for now, we just wait?
For now, yes. From things Torvasad said, I expect we will find him in Westweald. I shall confer with Baragon about the area and alert you when you are needed. Thanks to you, even though Athelia is free, we still have a chance to preserve our world. Prince Athelia, the Forgotten Prince. The prince that Hermaeus Mora so feared that he imprisoned her and erased her from existence. Now she is free and Torvasad searches for her. I suspect we will see signs of their activity before too long.
What are you going to do while we wait for a sign?
First, I must return Gadain to Necrom. He must watch over Morrowind in case I am wrong about Torvasad's next move. Then I shall go to Westweald, consult with Baragon, wait, observe. Eventually, Athelia's presence will disturb the threads of fate.
And you'll contact me as soon as you learn anything.
Of course, Proxy. You are fate's chosen. Any hope we have of averting disaster rests with you. I am only here to aid you in these efforts. For now, go on with your usual activities. We shall need your strength and courage soon enough.
It's been ages since I've done a dolmen. So these dolmen are basically Molag Bal, another Daedra, his attempts to basically pull this world, Nirn, into Oblivion, another plane. So these, they usually have like 3 of these in every vanilla land of the game. And basically it's just waves of combat. And you fight a boss at the end. But it's pretty cool looking. But every now and then you kind of forget about dolmens, and then you hear like and then chains, and like, what the hell is that? Oh yeah, right. Molag Bal trying to end the world again. I forgot. It's good for grinding XP though. Okay. The next step is going to be perhaps when we fast travel. Alright, looks like they already completed the dolmen. Figured I'd just show it over here. Oh, I've never been there before. Interesting. Westweald is where we're supposed to go. For Gold Road. So I wonder if hopping in there gives us anything. There we go.
Oh, there you are. I have been expecting you. Greetings, Proxy. I knew fate would draw you here. New troubles emerge in these lands. The footprints of the once forgotten prince now free. And where the prince walks, disturbance and disorder follow. But that is how we shall find her.
What source of disturbances and disorder?
A secretive and violent order called the Recollection scours ruins throughout the Weald. Strange Daedric creatures harry the region, and the wood elf King Nantharian reigns over a newly grown forest. A sure sign the threads of fate are frayed.
What was that about threats of fate?
The lines of possibility that weave through reality and hold everything together. Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, has been set free. Her presence threatens both our world and the realms beyond. Help me meet this threat, and you will be rewarded.
I'll help you deal with the threat of Athelia. Where do we begin?
Let me mark your map. Frayed threads of fate point to Rustwall, the Ellenglin ruins, and Ostermere. And take this relic, the Echonir. You might find it useful. My friend Baragon offered his townhouse in Skingrad. Let us meet there when we are done.
Tell me about these sites you want me to investigate.
They are all within Westweald, not far from the city of Skingrad. Which location are you curious about?
Rustwall Estate.
Rustwall Estate is an old Colovian manor to the southeast, on the outskirts of Skingrad. Why Rustwall is important, I cannot say. Yet the threads of fate have been disturbed there, and we need to determine the cause.
What's going on in Ostermere?
I am not sure. That is why I asked you to investigate.
Alright, fair enough.
Ostermere is a Colovian town in the Strid Vale, not far from the southern edge of the New Forest. I have heard stories about powerful groundquakes and enraged forest creatures in the area.
What was that about New Forest?
The Valenwood Forest mysteriously expanded across the river Strid and replaced the previous Colovian terrain. The Wood Elves who settled the area call it Dawnwood. King Nantharian rules a new Bosmer realm beneath its thick canopy.
Can you tell me about Ellenglyn?
Ellenglyn is a substantial Ayleid ruin that lies north of Skingrad. A lonely and peaceful spot, or so I have been told. Yet the threads of fate simply vanish in the vicinity. A phenomenon I have never observed before. We must determine why. Recently, Very good. I do not know what awaits you at Rustwall, but look for our ally Baragon at Ostermere. He mentioned he had business of his own there. As for Ellenglyn, I will meet you there. I am quite curious to see those ruins.
I'm not sure I understand how Athelia escaped.
It began with Torvasard, a clanless Dremora tormented by a dream he could not remember. He came to suspect that something had been taken from him, and that Hermaeus Mora was responsible. So Torvasard sought allies. The Daedric princes Vermina and Periite. Torvasard convinced them Mora had stolen their memories too. Together they invaded Apocrypha and reached the glyphics in which Mora kept the secret. There was another Daedric prince, Athelia.
What happened to Athelia?
Hermaeus Mora rallied other princes against her. They defeated Athelia and Mora imprisoned her within the Mythos, the core of Apocrypha. Then he made everyone forget. Torvasard opened the glyphics and set the imprisoned memories free.
Then what happened?
When we followed Torvasard to Athelia's prison, he was as surprised as we were. She had already escaped. Perhaps the act of restoring her memory to the world was enough for her to set herself free. Now Athelia is loose and somewhere in Westweald.
And that's basically a recap of the events of the last chapter leading up to right now. How do we stop Athelia if we find her?
That is not an easy question to answer. Athelia is a Daedric prince. No mortal can match her power without assistance, nor can Hermaeus Mora move against her while she walks our world. He is bound by the Cold Harbor Compact, while Athelia is not. An ancient agreement that prevents many of the most powerful Daedric princes from directly manifesting on Nirn. Athelia was imprisoned long before the deal was struck, so she and the Daedra that serve her are not party to its restrictions.
What are we supposed to do then?
Find her, observe her, discover her plans, use the Echoneer to reveal her memories. Mora chose you and requested I assist you. He believes you can help preserve reality from Athelia's threat, so we must trust that he shall guide us along the way.
There must be something else we can do too.
We know that Daedric relics such as the Echoneer were used to help defeat Athelia in ancient times. Perhaps such items shall play a part again. For now, knowledge must be our weapon of choice, and our task is to arm ourselves as best we can.
Okay, so now the quest... You get rich very easily just by being a loot goblin whenever they unveil new lands in ESO. Learn of the Wise, what do you have to say?
This is Ellenglyn, an Ayleid ruin. I expected to find the recollection here, as they have been searching similar ruins throughout the area. They did not disappoint. I sense an aura of Daedric power as well. Perhaps that aura drew them here.
An aura of Daedric power?
Indeed. I sense an ancient Daedric shrine in these ruins, although I have no idea which prince it honors. If we find the shrine, we may uncover the recollection's purpose here. Do you still have the Echoneer, Proxy?
Yes, do you think we'll find memories here?
I see you remember our adventures in the shrines of the good Daedra. I believe we may find important memories for the Echoneer to reveal here as well. Watch for places where it can show us something, Proxy.
Alright, I'll keep the Echoneer handy.
Between the recollection and the dangers inherent in most ruins, I suggest caution. My research revealed that Ellenglen contains a maze filled with deadly traps. We must reach the heart of the maze to find a way through. I am ready when you are.
Tell me more about the Echoneer.
Hermaeus Mora knew he could not completely erase all knowledge of Athelia from the world. He locked away his own memories of her in glyphics hidden in Apocrypha. He created the Echoneer to reveal any lingering memories of the Forgotten Prince.
I want him to ask other things.
Between the
what else should I know
and
about
the dangers
Ellenglen?
inherent. Ellenglen, an Aeoliad ruin, most likely a temple or monastery. As you can see, little remains above ground. The vaults below are more extensive, or so I have read. Adventurers report dangerous monsters and traps within. Those who survived, anyway.
Can you tell me anything about the Aeliads?
I am hardly an Aeoliad scholar. I know they were called Wild Elves, and they established Tamriel's first empire. Their city-states were spread across much of this region, but their empire fell during the First Era. Much about them has been lost.
Why would the Recollection be interested in Aeliad ruins?
Many Aeliads worshipped Daedric princes. Athelia may have been among them. When the Recollection began to remember Athelia, they remembered her as their god. I think they are searching for shrines to Athelia. Mere speculation, but a logical guess.
I want to know more about the Recollection.
From what I have determined, they are a secret society with a keen interest in ancient ruins. The revival of an Aeliad cult, perhaps.
Right, Rhino.
Our ally
Aliens.
Baragon knows more. He recently tracked them to West Weald and has been looking into their activities.
What does the Recollection want?
Baragon told me that the group was initially formed to seek out something missing in their lives. It seems clear now they were looking for Athelia, even if they did not know it. Now that Athelia is free, their actions are becoming more conspicuous.
But what are they hoping to accomplish?
That remains a mystery for now. We know they aided Torvasard in his quest to remember what he had lost, and we know they are searching Aeliad ruins. Perhaps they continue to assist Torvasard or some other Daedra connected to Athelia in some way.
Most likely a temple or monastery.
Be wary. If I sense the presence of Daedric power, the Recollection likely noticed it as well.
I don't know about anyone else who plays Elder Scrolls games, but I really appreciate when there are traps in the dungeons, or delves. I don't know why. I just think it's a fun little excursion from the usual just go and kill enemies, right? Okay. Why did you talk to me? I was trying to loot a bag and I got chopped, and so did Miri. We're still having fun.
The Recollection made it this far, but they have met some of Ellenglen's dangers.
Oh, we got a Lamias, wasps. Oh, look at all these wasp nests. Gross. Gross. Why is it so waspy? Okay. That's... Alright. What a goofy ass trap. Oh, it's a weird thing. Should I go? Oh. Fireball. Lightning bolt. Ooh, alien sculpture Grand Tree Antiquity? Sweet. So we get to do a little, paleontology minigame. And for that particular thing, that's a furnishing. Pretty excited about that, actually.
Was that the last of them? Oh, they rip.
Oh, we did the fireball. I guess this one's gonna be the lightning bolt. Touch it. Ooh, it's gonna get me. It got me. Those are fun new traps. Get too close and then you get zapped. A chest. Boo. Garbage. Nothing more that way. Can I... Nope. Alright. Damn, they respawn pretty quickly. Hi! Really hate lockpicking minigames? Why is that? Does it make you tense? How do you feel about wasp nests everywhere? A lot of people don't like that stuff. Gotta go north, okay. I'm gonna check these urns. Hopefully we get some furnishing recipes we can sell for lots of money before FOMO wears off. Oh, okay. Ew, it's on the wall. Not sure why that seems grosser, but it does to me. Alright, I thought there was a backpack down here, but I guess I was mistaken. Oh my god, woo. You poor unfortunate soul. There's a backpack, and it's empty. Reach.
She may get noticed, but style gets remembered. Feel the current of fate flow through you.
More traps. Why are the horrors on the wall? All these bugs on the walls. Nasty.
Welkin stones. Aliens were fascinated with the magic of light, but this is not what we seek. Let us press on.
Is that the furnishing I'm gonna get? If so, that would be awesome. No, I didn't want to get the bug. Damn it. My ally, for some reason, it's pissed off whenever I loot bugs. It's annoying. Oh, I wonder if you can dodge that at all. I try to walk back to test it. Let's see. It's Angie. I don't know if you can. You can probably dodge that though as it's about to hit. We'll try it next time. I don't think you can get out of range of it. It's new, so I'm trying to figure it out in case it plays a larger role later. The trap just killed the bug. Amazing. That bug got eviscerated. Oh, hi. Hi, bear. Here's some here. Over encumbered. This is the best use of crowns, the real money currency that you can utilize is these NPC vendors. So that's a vendor, that's an NPC that can help me deconstruct things. Here's a banker, and then here's one that will let me sell stuff. If you're gonna buy anything out of the store, that's what you wanna get. Highly encourage. Big brain moves. Okay, sell that. Anything else? Yep. Yep. Chili cheese corn. Oh man, that sounds really good right now. Okay. Alright, we freed up some space. Let's get my combat ally back out. Barely any warning before you riddle them with arrows. Oh, Rhino, man.
Alright.
Alright, let's test it.
Are you in?
Dodge roll. Yeah, okay, you can dodge roll it. But it looks like you can't outpace it. I thought that was a little warning when it flared up, that it was going to attack so you could get out of range, but it doesn't seem to be a possibility. So just dodge roll.
There, the maze is below. The way to Ellenglin's shrine lies through the heart of the maze.
Oh, it's a legit maze, okay. Oh, let's go say hi to that bear that was so lonely.
Let fate renew your vigor, Proxy.
Did I say hi? I mean bye. I meant goodbye. That's a trap!
Get back, you fetcher!
You fetcher. Toss a coin to your fetcher.
Not only a maze, but a tomb. Careful. The Aliens were practitioners of necromancy. Feel the courage and faith flow through you.
Pressure plates?
Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Looks pressure platey. Looks very pressure platey. Someone else is going through here exploring.
The currents of fate shall revitalize you.
I gotta check all these urns. Like, we're gonna go down every path. Why are you?
Let the threads of fate restore your strength.
Good God. Those necromancers We're not slouches here.
Feel the currents of fate flow through you.
Rhino, why do you like? Why do you hate lockpicking minigames?
I guess this is a fight metal.
Oh, I didn't even see it powering up. I was waiting for it too.
Roll! Roll if you can!
Oh, yeah, nice. Good advice. Only very late. Urn's back here.
The chamber to the north should be the heart of the maze, but it seems we must find another entrance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nothing there. Just the trap. Are you gonna get up? No. Okay. And if these were more humanoid, I could use my instant kill from Dark Brotherhood. Ooh, Golden Idol of Morals. Now we're able to scry. Sweet. Two leads so far.
I don't want to hurt you, but now I'm going to. The currents of fate shall revitalize.
Oh, who gave it a shield? Lots of traps. I disagree with that. I feel like I walked between them.
The heart of the maze. Our way forward lies within, Foxy.
Don't panic! We can do this!
A locked chamber.
Move.
Find the key, Foxy.
Let fate renew your vigor.
Typical rogue fashion. Put my AoEs down. I'm gonna go ahead and start looting. Always check the bookshelves in Elder Scrolls Online. You can get skill gains by that.
The key must unlock these gates. Let us continue, Proxy. I sense that what we seek lies somewhere to the south.
I thought that was a wasp waiting for me. It's just someone's pet. There aren't going to be many skills I don't have that I can get from these bookshelves, unfortunately, on this character. It was good practice. book.
We found the shrine.
Oh.
But who is... Oh, that is Athelia. Perhaps you can talk to her, Proxy?
This seems to be the Daedra herself. Hold on. Let me loot. Okay.
I do not recognize you, yet you seem familiar. Almost like this shrine. I know I should remember it, but I do not. Tell me, what is this place? Why am I drawn here?
This is Ellenglyn. We believe it's the shrine of a Daedric prince.
A Daedric prince. Yes, I remember. That was what mortals called me. But Ellenglyn is a proud citadel, not a crumbling ruin. Its people are wise and beautiful. They worship me. Wait. I sense something. And another memory. Hermaeus Mora.
Are you sensing the Ekenir?
The Ekenir. Yes. That is what the Abyssal Cephaliarch called it. A clever little device he wrought to find and remove things that belonged to me. Thoughts, memories, truths he did not want anyone to know. Show me. I wish to see what it reveals.
I'm not sure about this, but I guess I need to see the memory too.
Let us see what Mora tells me.
Risk everything, Athelia. You must forsake the many paths.
You seek to diminish my prince. Why should she agree to such a demand?
To preserve reality. Her willfulness threatens all of existence.
You let your fear control you and foresee an apocalypse that will never be. Depart, Mora!
Athelia disappeared as soon as the memory ended. Let us speak outside.
I wonder what these NPCs would think if you just interrupt all these like important save the world steps, right? To just dig through urns and all. What's going through their heads?
Let us review what we saw in the ruins, Proxy.
So this is something that I really appreciate Elder Scrolls Online for, is that they will have many instances in these main quest lines where you'll get a recap of like, this is what just happened in case you didn't catch it, or this is what happened recently, in the event that you only stream it once a week, you know?
Now it becomes clear. The recollection also seeks Athelia. They hope to find her visiting places she once knew, just as we did. Yet Athelia seems confused. I do not think she has fully regained her memories or truly understands what happened to her.
What did you make of the memory the Ekenir revealed to us?
I believe we witnessed the moment Hermaeus Mora first confronted Athelia about the danger she posed to reality. And we saw that she refused to heed him. It is a hard thing for any creature to change its nature, especially for a Daedric prince.
What's our next step?
This is but one piece of the puzzle, Proxy. You still need to investigate Ostermere and Rustwall Estate. Determine why the threads of fate there are frayed. Find me at Baragon's townhouse in Skingrad when you are ready to report.
Yeah, I totally forgot we had 2 other locations to look at in this zone. Alright. We still need to collect a few more rune stones for the daily endeavor. Are we gonna get attacked by those 2 bears again? No? Okay, good. Yay! I didn't think that was gonna work. Oh.
Some people don't like the bustle of cities, but I come from a big family.
Elder Scrolls Online is one of those games that, with the aesthetics of it, the look, the music, you can just go to a location, go to your house, whatever, and just vibe out. It's very chill.
Do you know what happened to the
Except for whoever the hell that is. They're they're very annoying, so accept that dude. It's a very peaceful time. Let's discover this way shrine so we can fast travel here later as needed. Okay, go back this way. A troll! He's so angry. Not interested. I said good day. Investigate.
Not a legionary in sight. Where are they?
I don't know, but there's a chest here that needs liberation. That person was just talking about legionaries. Or legionnaires, whatever. Is there anything in here that might be lucrative to quest or pocket? Ah. Discovered a lore book. I don't know if I've gotten anything good yet from any of the bags or anything, but always be checking ABC. Yeah, there's nothing there as far as quest goes. Do I need to talk to that person over there, I wonder? Open impossible. Well, we're not going there. Westfield, Paths of Chaos. Investigate Rustwall Estate. Yeah, we just have to talk to them. We'll check in here first. Gotta get loot. Yeah, gotta get loot. Yeah, seems like that person is gonna be our lead. That's nice. Whoa, shit. Those are my champion points. I'm not trying to do anything with that right now. If anyone has any questions to what the hell that was and wants me to explain, feel free to let me know. Alright, so just about every side room is blocked off. Yeah. Guess that's all the looting we're gonna do in here. Alright, Tribune Idolis. Have I stolen everything from here? Alright.
Look around. No people. Strange, right? I detached an entire Legion cohort to guard this estate, but I haven't found a single legionary. Not even a servant. What's your story? Do you know what happened to my legionaries?
I have no idea. Why'd you send the cohort here?
To protect the estate. I don't know if you're aware, but Westweald isn't the safest place these days. Between the New Forest and the Wood Elf settlers to the west, and the rumors of cultists and Daedra stalking the land, I thought it prudent.
If you command the cohort, why weren't you here with them?
Because I handle multiple matters for Count Calantius, and my cohort should have been able to fend for itself. The estate's proximity to Skingrad makes it a tempting target for enemy forces. Listen, help me find my legionaries, and you'll be rewarded.
Alright, I'll help you find the missing Legion cohort.
I hereby designate you a temporary agent of the Westweald Legion. Just until we find my soldiers. We'll search the manor house first. I'll meet you inside. Keep your eyes open, comrade. We don't know what happened here.
What should I know about the Rustwall estate?
Well, it's usually a lot more lively. When Count Calantius isn't in residence, or it isn't filled with visiting dignitaries, there's still the entire household staff. But so far, I haven't found a soul. No signs of a battle or struggle yet, either.
Who's Count Calantius?
Count Calantius governs Westweald from the city of Skingrad. He's a shrewd leader. When dignitaries visit Skingrad, the Count offers them use of the Rustwall Manor House. It's the Count's way of, how did he put it? Encouraging positive outcomes.
And that's why you sent a Legion cohort here.
I sent my Legion cohort here. The best soldiers in the Weald. The estate's proximity to the city makes it strategically important. I wanted to make sure we weren't surprised from this direction. But something happened here. We need to find out what.
Who are you exactly?
I suppose introductions are in order. I am Tribune Alea Idolis of the Westweald Legion, Marshal to Count Calantius, daughter of Quatrius Idolis, Knight of Colovia. A mouthful, I know, but I enjoy reciting my entire pedigree from time to time.
How'd you get the rank of Tribune?
Faithful service to the Legion, plus a strong sword arm. I fought in Varen's rebellion and defended Colovia as the Usurper War broke out. After we won the battle for Northhook, I started moving up the ranks. Now here I am. It happened at the start of the Usurper War. The Daggerfall Covenant sought Northhook as a base from which to invade Imperial City. We didn't want them there. When my commander fell, I took charge. Eventually, we repelled the invaders.
How'd you become Count Calantius' marshal?
When the Usurper War began, the Legion sent me to defend our borders. Colovia has no love for those grasping to be emperor. We didn't want to get dragged into the conflict. Count Calantius heard about my exploits and brought me into his service.
What do you do for the Count?
In addition to my duties as a Legion Tribune, I perform special missions for the Count. Right now, I'm looking into the various troubles plaguing the Weald. Rumors of cults and Daedra roaming the countryside, whatever's going on in the New Forest. It was the damnedest thing. In a flash, the rolling hills and vineyards were replaced by a thick jungle. And then those wood elves moved in and established the city of Vashabar. You can imagine why the Count is concerned.
You mentioned Quatrius Idolus. Who's that?
My father. He was a successful merchant, but I barely remember him. He died when I was very young. He left me a great deal of gold so I could study and make something of myself. I'm grateful for that. When I was of age, I joined the Legion.
Okay. So you've got to help her investigate the estate. Don't worry, I cleared out all the loot.
Seems everyone left in a hurry. Take a look around.
Bloody servant tunic.
Someone attacked the servant this belonged to.
Warning candle.
Servants light this when there's danger, to warn others away.
To Tribune Leah Idolus. My apologies if I skipped the respectful pleasantries. Rustwall is in great danger and I have little time to waste. Legionaries you stationed here have vanished, along with most of my staff. What began as a full Legion cohort has mysteriously dwindled to fewer than 10 soldiers, including Captain Lironus. No one knows what has become of them. The remaining staff is close to panic. We're evidently under attack by an unknown and so far unseen force. Captain Lironus has a plan. We're to hide in the...
The captain planned to hide, but where? We need to find Captain Lironus. Meet me at the barracks on the south side of the estate. Back here, comrade. I found Captain Lironus.
You weren't there before.
What a loss. I found that letter clutched in his hand.
Damned if your suspicions weren't true. I found a pile of bloodied armor buried in the forest. Your legionaries aren't deserting. Someone is killing them. Staff knows to take refuge in the catacombs during an attack. They'll be safe until you give the all-clear. I have the only key, so let me know when you're ready. Stay safe, Captain. Groundkeeper Gaius.
The servants are hiding in the catacombs. Let's talk. The bloody clothes and the warning candle suggest someone or something attacked Rustwall. And we know Captain Lironus was working on a plan. I hope to find him alive, but the letter from the groundskeeper tells us more than we knew before.
The letter suggests the servants are hiding in the catacombs.
Not as grim as it sounds. The Count ordered the catacombs converted into a shelter a while back. He wanted a place for anyone in residence to hide should war sweep over Calovia. Let's hope the rest of the cohort and the servants are safe and secure.
The note says this groundskeeper Gaius has the only key.
Groundskeeper Gaius is a tough old hedge snipper. We need to find him and get his key to open the catacombs. Then we can see how much of the cohort and household staff survived whatever happened here. Let's check Gaius's home first. Groundskeeper Gaius's home is just down the hill to the east. Whether he's there or not, we need to find that key.
Did Captain Lironus serve with you long?
We fought side by side at North Hook. He was brave, but never foolish. Always took every engagement seriously. A lot of soldiers would be dead right now if not for him. When I received command of the cohort, I requested he join me.
What's the difference between a tribune and a captain?
About 3 rungs on the command ladder hierarchy. I lead the cohort, but Captain Laronis usually served as our field commander. While I handled strategy and logistics details, he oversaw the forces on the ground. Whatever killed him will pay.
Well, now we have an answer to why that door was impossible to open. Oh, look at that snake.
Gaius? Are you here? It's Tribune Alea.
Tribune? Thank the Divines. Are they gone?
Who, Gaius? Who attacked Rustwall?
Can't stop myself.
I'm glad to see Tribune Alea, but she certainly took her sweet time. We've had all sorts of problems here. Did you bring reinforcements? Captain Laronis sent the remaining legionaries and staff into the catacombs. Then he was going to call for help.
Captain Laronis is dead. Me and Tribune Alea are the only reinforcements.
Dead? Damn shame. He was tolerable as far as Legion officers go. He had a good plan, too. While he hid everyone who was left in the catacombs, I was to keep watch until help arrived. I even stashed the key in a safe place in case the enemy found me.
What happened to the legionaries who disappeared?
It had to be some sort of enemy army, but all I ever saw were a few wood elves sneaking around the grounds. We need to let everyone in the catacombs know it's safe to come out. Can you go retrieve the key and take care of that?
Alright, we'll go get the survivors. Where'd you hide the catacomb key?
I stashed the key inside the old statue in the garden. Don't worry, I'll draw you a map. Just be careful wandering in the garden. We've had an infestation of odd bugs recently. Odd and dangerous.
What led up to everyone fleeing to the catacombs to hide?
When the legionaries showed up, we felt a lot safer. A little security in these troubled times. Then, one by one, soldiers started disappearing. We weren't sure if they were deserting or what. Then, I found the bloody legionary armor.
Then what happened?
Captain Laronis suspected an enemy was picking the cohort off one by one. He expected a full-scale attack, so he sent the staff into the catacombs with the remaining legionaries to protect them. I hid here until you and the Tribune showed up.
You mentioned something about wood elves.
Other than the wood elves I spotted sneaking around, we never saw the enemy. And the only evidence of foul play was the bloody armor I found. Captain Laronis assumed it was brigands looking to rob the estate. But would brigands challenge a cohort?
How long have you been working at the Rustwall estate?
I've been supervising the outdoor staff since Leovic was a cub. Gardeners, masons, they all answer to me. No easy job, especially when we're all frightened out of our wits. I know Rustwall inside and out. Made it easy to find a spot to hide my key.
Take the map. Oh, is he
Grab the
actively
map and
drawing it
let's
right
go.
now? Okay.
We need that key.
It's like, where's your map, sir? That is amazing. That is the best map I've ever seen in this game. Look at that. That's delightful.
gardens are just east of here, down the hill. The Rustwall Gardens. Our map indicates a spot on the western side. These insects, they're from deep underground. What drove them to the surface?
I don't know, but they're nasty.
That's the key. Now let's go open the catacombs. The door is across from the barracks.
So what's over here then? Just another entrance. Hold on. This person's name is Fat Ghoul. P-H-A-T. Pretty hot and tempting. Fat Ghoul. Lady of Misrule. Thick. Should probably cut that part out. It's fine. No one heard me say that. Okay, we got catacombs, right? Over here.
Move out. We need to find my cohort. Look, down there.
Still no sign of the escaped legionary, Shard Marshal.
No matter, mortal. More of our forces will come through soon.
As you say, Shard Marshal Vargas, we have more than enough weapons now.
That wood elf, he's with the Recollection. And he's taking orders from a Dremora? What's going on here? This furniture was meant for the comfort of dignitaries who took refuge here, not for these Recollection bastards.
It's a neat looking bed, though. I hope we can get that furnishing. I think I've looted anything good so far yet. We have some crafting recipes, but they're low level. Let's go and sell the junk to make room.
By the gate.
By my sword, a legionary. Report.
I was worried that I wasn't supposed to kill that one. You heard everything? Great. Great emblem.
Hate to bring bad news to the Tribune, but I'm the only member of the cohort left.
Those Recollection zealots killed legionaries guarding the estate until we sent whoever remained down here. That's when we walked right into the Daedra's clutches.
How did you manage to survive?
I got lucky. I fell behind to adjust a loose bootstrap. When I heard the attack start, I slipped into the shadows and have been running ever since. Look, the Daedra have a portal. They're filling the catacombs with Daedric forces to attack Skingrad.
Where's this portal?
It's in the ruins, down in the deepest part of the catacombs. Two magical anchor things keep it open. Tribune Alea is strong, and you look like you can handle yourself. While the Recollection hunts me, you need to destroy that portal. Go east, and you'll find where the Daedra dug up from below. Drop down and keep going east. You'll know the portal when you see it. Break those anchors, and I bet the portal closes. I'll try and lead the Recollection away, and then find you down there.
Legionary Capio is right. We need to shut down down into the ruins. We've got to close that portal.
I kind of want to just stand out here and wave to the people that are coming into the catacombs for the first time. Hi, you're doing great, sweetie. Keep up the good work.
Capio said the Daedric portal was to the east.
What? A fishing hole? Nice.
The portal! Destroy the anchors, comrade! Defend the anchors! You lead.
What? That was fun.
Retreat! That closed the portal. Good work. Now, let's find a way out of here.
This way, Tribune. Follow the tracks.
Definitely looks like something I'm not supposed to be able to open.
Over here, comrade. Let's talk. My cohort almost completely destroyed. The Rustwall staff almost all dead. Even Shard Marshal Vargas managed to slip from our grasp. While we closed the portal and saved Skingrad, it feels like we failed, comrade.
This is part of something bigger. I came here to investigate a disturbance in the Threads of Fate.
The Threads of Fate? That sounds ominous. But after what we saw down there, I'll keep an open mind. We learned that the Recollection cult is working with Daedra and taking orders from Shard Marshal Vargas. They got damn close to invading Skingrad.
So the threat here is over.
With the portal closed and the Daedra on the run, the remaining Recollection forces aren't enough to threaten Skingrad. But I'll get the Legion to send more soldiers, just in case. Here, the pay I promised. The Legion always makes good on its debts. Consider your temporary commission suspended, comrade. Though I'd love to have you permanently assigned to my cohort. I plan to continue to look into the recollection in Shard Marshal Vargas. I hear there's a wood elf in Skingrad doing the same.
What are you going to do about the remaining Daedra and Recollection cultists beneath Restwall?
I'll send for more legionaries to clear them out. As many as we can spare. With the portal closed and Shard Marshal Vargas on the run, they shouldn't pose too much of a problem.
And what happens to Restwall Estate after that?
That's up to Count Calantius. I'll advise him to keep legionaries at the estate even when no dignitaries are present. Problem is, we don't have many left to allocate here. The Legion isn't what it once was. What with the Empire in disarray.
Wood Elf, you mean Baragon?
You know him? Interesting history for a wood elf. Traveled Tamriel as an adventurer in his youth, then became an Imperial scribe. I understand he's retired now, but word is he's investigating the recollection. I should find him and compare notes.
What are you going to do about the remaining Daedra and Recollection cultists beneath Rustwall?
I'll send for more legionaries to clear them out. As many as we can spare. With the portal closed and Shard Marshal Vargas on the run, they shouldn't pose too much of a problem.
And what happens to Rustwall Estate after that?
That's up to Count Calantius. I'll advise him to keep legionaries at the estate even when no dignitaries are present. Problem is, we don't have many left to allocate here. The Legion isn't what it once was. What with the Empire in disarray.
Okay, we have one more branch to explore this leg of the quest. This goat is noisy.
That should fetch a fair fetching price.
There you are. Finally. I just want to talk.
Are you a side quest?
Stay away from me. Help! She's going to kill me. No, wait.
This is looks like you're buying at the next pub, Fla.
That looks like a weird quest. Oh, look at the ground. Interesting. Let's get this way shrine over here. That'll make running around easier.
Move along. This doesn't concern you.
No problem.
Oh, please help. It's all destroyed.
I don't know what time do you think I have on my hands, ma'am? This is world-saving business here. I'll have you know.
Rest easy, friend. You there! Let's help these people.
I'm pretty sure my leg is broken. Baragon pulled me out from under a rock. He's a good sort. For a wood elf. Maybe you can help him.
Supreme Tater Queen, welcome into the Twitch stream. How are you this evening? God, it seems like so much later right now. Is it just me? Well, welcome in. I hope your Friday was good. Ten of 10? Hell yeah. When was the last time that happened?
Didn't get enough of me while fighting the recollection in Grotwood, hmm? No time to catch up though, friend. I have injured people here and more still in the village of Ostamere. How about we get them out safely before the ground shakes again?
What happened here?
Greenspeaker Sorrelin sent me a letter, asked me to meet her here. After I arrived, the ground rumbled like an angry timber mammoth. Whole buildings collapsed, trapping people. When the new forest appeared, it damaged the village. This may end it. Apparently, a few months back, what was once rolling hills and rich Colovian farmland was suddenly engulfed by this great forest. Look, help me rescue more Ostamere survivors. Then we can find Sorrelin. I can toss you some coin for your efforts. Inside the village, listen for any calls for help.
What's
People
going
could be
on?
buried under rubble
Why
or
didn't you
trapped
run
inside
away?
collapsed buildings. Just watch out for the strange beasts. They appeared after the ground shook. And keep an eye out for Greenspeaker Sorrelin.
Why did he just spin away from me like that? It's been months. It feels that way, Tater. Usually it's 4 of 10 or 6 of 10. Or 1 of 10. Maybe that's a good sign for your weekend coming up. Can't even look at you. Amblove, you sassy. Tell me about Ostamere.
It's a typical Colovian village, or rather, it was, known for fishing and trade. As I understand it, when this forest sprang up a few months ago, it caused massive damage and drove the villagers away. They were starting to return when this happened.
He doesn't even want to look at me. We're pretty close to Valenwood, aren't we?
Very. And this new forest, it's like Valenwood jumped the river and spread here. I remember when Ostamere was founded.
No! Wrong button! Wrong button! God damn it. I blame Amlov. Yeah. Alright, shit. What were we...
Inside the
village.
village,
Ostamere, Protocost of
typical-
Valenwood.
Very. And this new forest, it's like Valenwood jumped the river and spread here. I remember when Ostamere was founded. Some wood elves thought it was a prelude to invasion, but a fishing settlement posed no threats, and cooler heads prevailed.
Is that about New Forest?
That's one of the things I'm looking into. Something caused this forest to grow rapidly, so I suspect some sort of magic was involved. From the growth pattern, I'd guess that this stretch of land along the river was where the new growth originated.
Could Valen would have caused this?
That's... I'd rather not speculate. Wood elf magic can speed and direct growth, but not on this scale. And not so wild and untamed that it destroys whole villages. Still, I plan to look into all that. Later, after we help these people.
Why does this man look like he has the wood elf equivalent of a puka shell necklace? Oh, he's Bosmer. Bosmer often use adornments made from animals. It's kind of verging on lizard folk, actually. There's a lot of crossover there. That's all I need to know about Ostermere.
Questions are all well and good, but we have people to save. Anything else you want to know? Otherwise, let's get on with the rescuing, friend.
Why did Greenspeaker Sorlin ask you to meet her here?
No clue at all. Her letter was quite short. All it said was she learned something in Ostermere. She said it was important, and I needed to see it for myself. She wants to share whatever she discovered with me. That's all I know.
Any idea why she came to Ostermere?
I don't know. Last I heard, she was part of the Wood Elf settlement in Vashabar. That isn't too far from here. That's what the Wood Elves who settled here after the forest appeared call their city. It's north of here. Anyway, she could have come to Ostermere for the Ayleid ruins. There are plenty nearby that might interest her, but that's just a guess. That's how we met. I love all sorts of history while she studies Ayleids. The culture and history of those ancient elves fascinate her. My own interests were purely practical. Stuff that could help me back in my adventuring days.
You called Sorlin a Greenspeaker. Tell me about them.
The finest wielders of nature magic in Tamriel. Greenspeakers wiggle their fingers and a tree bends its shape into a home. They make it possible for wood elves to construct cities without harming the forest.
We should go look for Greenspeaker Sorlin.
I'm worried about her too, friend. But Sorlin is no delicate bellflower. She's shown me time and again that she's perfectly capable of defending herself. Let's help the other survivors, and then see if we can pick up her trail.
Yeah, I'm love. Questions are all well and good, but we have to save people. Got any more questions? What have you been up to since we last met?
I've tried to stay retired from adventuring, but recent events just pulled me back in. Something about the recollection makes my ears burn. That happens when I sense danger. Eventually, I'll go back to my scribe duties. Until the next adventure.
Heard from Evely Sharp Arrow lately?
Evely's traveling around Tamriel, leading the life of a wandering hero. She writes now and then to tell me stories of her adventures. I'm proud of who she's become. If I hear from her, I'll let her know I saw you.
What have you done since Grotwood?
Continued to investigate the recollection. Nothing new to report. I hope that Sorlin would help my efforts. She's smart and would make a good partner. Doing research, I mean. Until I learn more, tracking this odd cult will take up my attention.
I have some other questions.
There will be time to catch up after we help some people. We could kick back with some Sun's Dusk Ale and swap stories. What else did you want to know?
I'm getting mixed signals from this dude. I don't really know his priorities are straight. Right. Now that we've exhausted every possible conversation.
Follow any shouts for help.
Wait, what's... Okay. Yeah, it's a bit much, huh?
Clear the rubble.
Thank the eight. I thought that was my grave.
I think the terrain just blocked a charge attack. That was weird.
My sister's trapped. We need help.
It hurts so much, sister. I know, little bug. Please, help me move this.
Yeah, that sounds rough. Oh. Okay, I'll help.
Thank you. I'm never coming back here.
Okay. You mean like hold the door open for you, or? Nah, they're going too slowly.
These creatures only exist in the dawn.
I hope you're watching.
Strange.
Help! The vines
I
won't
never
let
used
me
to fight
go!
this much until I met you.
Thanks. Even the plants want to kill me.
You can make it. Keep moving.
You're safe now. Go join your family.
Sorelin, you're alive!
Baragon! Oh. Who's your friend? I had no idea the ground would shake so violently when I asked Baragon to meet me here. Nature is nothing if not unpredictable. I also didn't expect him to bring a guest. So, who are you, friend of Baragon?
Just someone who happened by and decided to help him rescue survivors. Why did you invite him here?
Helping people in dangerous situations sounds just like Baragon. Can't fault him for accepting help. I asked him to join me in Ostermere because I found something amazing, miraculous even. He needs to see it for himself.
That sounds intriguing. What did you find?
No. The only way Baragon can understand this discovery is by experiencing it himself. How about we all see it together? It's down in the Iliad ruins nearby. I'll show you both. It truly is remarkable.
Alright, let's enter the Iliad
Baragon's
ruins.
an old friend. He'll appreciate my discovery. I hope you do as well. The ruins are to the southeast of the village. Meet me outside the entrance when you finish helping survivors. I can't wait for Baragon to see what I found.
Why'd you come to Ostermere?
In addition to being a green speaker, I study Iliads and the history of the wild elves for the University of Gwylem. The nearby ruins called out to me the moment I noticed them. And what I discovered... no, you really must see it.
Yeah, Love, I agree. That's definitely how you get mugged. You seem particularly interested in the Iliads.
Why wouldn't I be? All Bosmer can trace their lineage directly to the ancient Iliads. Well, almost all. This history surprises many people and can be controversial, but my research definitively shows that we're the inheritors of that legacy.
Why would this be controversial?
A disgusting bigotry toward Bosmer pervades scholars from other cultures. To them, we're not worthy of such a noble ancestry. But plainly, they're wrong. You should read my book. It contains all the evidence needed to persuade any doubter.
That's what it is, Amlove. She's pushing a book that she wrote. That's why it all makes sense now. It all makes sense. Tell me about green speakers.
Green speakers are a vital part of any Bosmer community, and I cherish my role. Shaping the green is an art. It involves merging my voice with the song of nature and guiding how things grow. We don't control nature. Instead, we have a conversation.
Academically mugged. AKA she wrote a textbook, yeah. And it is required reading for this course. Baragon explained that this forest growth happened recently. Is it the result of green speaking?
Did Baragon tell you that? No, ordinary green speaking can't manipulate something as large as this new forest, and certainly not as fast as it appeared. Beyond that, I'd rather not speculate. It goes against my training as a researcher.
And how do you know Baragon?
We grew up together. He started on a path of warrior and hunter, while I trained as a green speaker. He had an interest in scholarly pursuits as well, and we bonded over shared studies. He became a good friend.
Goodbye.
Sorelin wants to meet at the ruins east of here. Let's go.
is the... The blue circle's bugging me. Okay, so what is down here, then?
Speaker Sorrelin. Wait, a body on the ground. They're wearing recollection gear. Grab that note.
Thank you for liking the TikTok live, I appreciate that. Orders for immediate retrieval, by order of Keeper Virgoth. As the epicenter of the original Wildburn ritual, our green speakers assured us new Wildburn seeds would sprout around Ostermere. Search the nearby Iliad ruins for a mature Wildburn seed. Find and recover a seed as quickly as possible. It is imperative that we have such a seed for the next phase of our campaign, no matter the cost. Enter the ruins that extend below Ostermere. At the roots where Dawnwood originated should be a large seed. You know when you see it. Recover the seed and bring it to me. A message is scribbled below in different handwriting. Baragon and friend. Had to run for obvious reasons. Join me down in the ruins. I think you'll like what I have to show you.
Wildburn seed? Not sure what that could be, but the handwriting at the bottom, that's Sorrelin's. The handwriting at the bottom of the note is definitely Sorrelin's. Running into ruins alone is just like her. But I didn't expect the recollection to be here. She's heading into more danger than she realizes.
The note indicates they're trying to recover a Wildburn seed.
I've never heard of a seed, but the Wood Elves of Vashabar use Wildburn to refer to the strange blight along the edge of the New Forest. Worry about that later. Let's focus on finding Greenspeaker Sorrelin before she runs afoul of the recollection.
Let's find Greenspeaker Sorrelin and investigate this seed.
We're off to face the recollection again, my friend. Those fanatics seem to be everywhere these days. We dealt with them once, so this should be easy, right? Let's head into the ruins and find Greenspeaker Sorrelin.
Anything else you can tell me about the Wildburn?
Just that it's what the Wood Elves of Vashabar call the narrow band of devastation that runs along the northern edge of the New Forest. It separates the rest of Westweald from Dawnwood. I'm not sure what a Wildburn seed is, but I plan to find out.
What do you know about the recollection?
Some sort of cult made up mostly of disgruntled Wood Elves. Seems to have a connection to the ancient Iliads, but I don't have all the details yet. That's why I am out here adventuring again. I want to figure out who they are and what they're up to. Just that it's what
I
the
fought
Wood
the
Elves
recollection
of
at
Vashabar
Rustwall
call the
with
narrow
Tribune
band of devastation
Eleodolus.
Rustwall? That's too close to Skingrad for comfort. What were they doing there? And I've heard of Tribune Alea. She commands a Legion cohort and handles special tasks for Count Calantius. If she fought the recollection, I should look her up.
They were bringing Daedra through a portal. We shut it down.
Daedra? Oh, that's not good.
Jumped.
Now it's even more imperative I figure out exactly who the recollection is and what their goals are. Maybe we can learn something in these ruins. Those vines, that's the entrance to the ruins. Let's find Sorrelin first, friend. I knew it. The place is thick with the recollection.
Dodge roll. As I'm trying to stealth.
Sorrelin's up ahead. What's she looking at?
Do you feel it, Baragon? The grandeur of our history.
You're right. These ruins are incredible.
Do you feel it? The power of the Ayleids pervades this place. Millennia separate us from the Heartland High Elves, but I can feel their legacy flowing through my blood. It pains me to see their glory buried in these ruins.
What did you bring us down here to show us, Greenspeaker?
This was all for Baragon's benefit. You're just an unintended spectator. I brought Baragon here to remind him of his Ayleid heritage. The recollection remembers their past. This land belonged to the Ayleids, and we Bosmer are their rightful heirs.
Sounds like you admire the recollection.
Not at all, but some of their beliefs match my own. All that aside, I wanted to show Baragon what I found. A new type of seed. It's similar to what we Greenspeakers use to grow and shape tree villages, but different. It thrums with unique potential.
The Wildburn seed?
Bug shells! Surprise ruined! I wanted to show him the Wildburn seed. Talk to him, discuss the recollection, both the good points and the bad. I suppose he'll want to take the seed before the recollection does. I suggest you hurry. They're close.
I'll search for the Wildburn seed with Baragon.
The Wildburn seed grows deep in the ruins. I suggest we split up. I'll lead the recollection on a merry chase while you and Baragon find the seed. And don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet up along the way. And Baragon, remember your history.
Can you tell me anything else about this Ayleid ruin?
This style of architecture dates back to the late Merethic era. It combines majesty with practicality, so probably a place for Daedra worship and training. These Ayleids seem to have been particularly fond of someone they called the Prince of Paths.
How are you going to avoid the recollection forces?
As I said, I plan to keep some of their attention on me instead of you. After that, well, I'm very stealthy. I have no doubt I can elude their patrols. And if I do get into trouble, I'm sure you and Baragon will come to my rescue.
So, Prince of Paths just basically confirms that this was a place of worship for the forgotten Daedric Prince. Delia. The unnecessary stab to the face after. There's a wild Entei in the Pokemon community game on Twitch. Might want to try to catch that one.
These ruins are too wondrous to let sit forgotten.
Just go with it.
Look, Greenspeaker Sorrelin, up on the walkway.
See, Baragon? The Colovians built atop our heritage! They buried it all!
That's how it works, Sorrelin. The new replaces the old.
I thought I could convince you that we'd find the Wildburn seed together.
What? Sorrelin, come back!
Clone Ball. Amleth? Where are you getting all these different Pokeballs? Does it help to look into the shop? No one caught it. Oh, man. That sucks. The Poke Daily in the Discord. I just realized after assassinating like 4 different...
We can finally claim our rightful inheritance.
You're with the recollection? Cracked acorns, what are you thinking? Follow her!
After assassinating 4 different people, that my NPC is just losing rapport. Oops. Totally forgot about that.
Keep your guard up until you've got your footing.
How could Sorlin join the recollection? The murderers!
Trying to get that book out.
Those doors. Let's try there. We need to find that seed.
I have a need. Probably shouldn't finish that line. Phew. That would have been clipped.
Sorlin, talk to me! I can't let you take that seed!
I won't fight you, Baragon. There are other seeds than these.
I'll go after her. Grab the seed and follow after me!
I could totally fight it from up here. It can't do anything. Ahahaha, you nerd. Oh, it's, oh wow. Oh, I was gonna say, it wasn't even attacking my ally down there. Oh boy. It's Caesar.
That one put up a fight, didn't they?
any other loot? Shitty ass trap plants.
The recollection seeks justice, Baragon, for all Bosmer.
Spilled blood and displaced families aren't justice!
We've been friends forever. Why won't you trust me?
The recollection destroyed this village! Who knows what other harm the rapid growth caused?
I thought you'd understand. I thought you had vision. Goodbye, Baragon.
No, Sorlin, wait!
I totally could have got her.
I couldn't catch her. I've known Sorlin for almost my whole life. I cared about her, considered her a friend, perhaps more. Why didn't I see that she had been taken in by the recollection? Maybe I could have done something. Blight, this hurts.
Green Speaker Sorlin talked about justice and an inheritance. Do you know what she meant?
She always claimed Ayleid land belonged to the Wood Elves, but that was purely academic before. Sounds like the recollection promised to make it real. Could be why they wanted the Wildburn seed. Speaking of which, did you get it?
Yep, here you go.
I've never seen a seed like this before. It feels wrong. You're working with Laramil, right? She needs to know what we discovered here. Meet us back in Skingrad. I have a townhouse there. Oh, and take this. You more than deserve it for helping me. Sure, my lifelong friend joined a violent cult, but you and I actually did some real good today. We saved people in Ostermere and kept this seed away from the recollection. When you're ready, meet Laramil and me at my townhouse in Skingrad.
Why would Greenskeeper Sorlin join the recollection?
I'm not sure. They certainly spout rhetoric that matches many of her closely held beliefs. I thought those beliefs were simply musings, but the recollection seeks to put them into deadly practice. Be sure, when next we meet, I plan to ask her why.
You think the ground shaking and the Wildburn seed are connected?
I have little experience with either, so any speculation is merely a guess. If Ostermere was truly the epicenter of the new forest growth, the land there could simply be unstable. Or perhaps Ifrei shook the ground to warn us and get our attention.
Man, I hate it when my old friend joins cults. You know? It happens all the time these days. I blame TikTok. I'm sorry, TikTok, I don't blame you, actually. What's up, Falingo? I'm sorry, you might not even be able to hear me. But I hope you're doing alright. If you can't hear me, then... Wait, is there seriously a Waitron in there we don't have? Yeah, we do. Okay. On the mini-map, it just doesn't. How was that sound? But root beer and vanilla ice cream? Yeah, I would say you're probably going to be floating pretty soon. That sounds delicious. I'm happy for you.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations.
That's a pretty sick place, actually, Baragon. I'm gonna loot it. But it is very cool. Then you're about to go play Fortnite? All hopped up. Yeah, I tried to ping Discord. Not enough people were able to play tonight, so... You know, I still haven't gotten to the, spellcrafting component of this expansion. He's telling me, talk to Baragon. I'm looting right now. Whoa, I'm stealing right now. Whoops. Well, I mean, might as well keep stealing, right? This is a bitchin' place, Baragon. Well done.
Welcome to my townhouse, friends. I can't wait to hear the results of your investigations. I can't believe we found a corrupted seed at Ostermere. That the recollection somehow caused the new forest to overgrow Westweald. Or that my friend Sorelin was involved. Laramil wants to talk to you, but I'd like to hear what else you discovered.
Tribune Alea and I kept Recollection and Daedric forces from invading Skingrad of Rustwall Estate.
An invasion launched from Rustwall Estate would have taken Skingrad completely by surprise. I'm glad that you and the Tribune were there to stop them. But the Recollection working with Daedra? That's a troubling new development.
Do you know Tribune Alea?
By reputation. We only just met. I know she does troubleshooting for Count Calantius, so I figured I might run into her eventually. She apparently heard about me too, and just showed up on my doorstep. You learn anything else out there?
The Recollection was looking for Athalia at Ellenglyn, but we found her first. Then she vanished.
Athalia, the Daedric prince you and Laramil are looking for? You met her? Incredible! But why is the Recollection looking for her? Didn't they... never mind. I think you should talk to Laramil now. I need to consider all this.
Our initial investigations are complete, Proxy. Let us speak. Encountering a material confirmation of... that is, I thought it would take longer for us to find and confront Athalia in person. We determined that my suspicions about the frayed fates proved correct. Each location had a connection to Athalia.
What do those connections tell us?
That the Recollection and the Miramor Daedra seek to restore Athalia to power. They cause the New Forest and Wildburn devastation. And Athalia wanders Westweald, starting to remember. For helping me reach these conclusions, take this reward. Speak with Baragon. See if he has a thought about our next steps. Athalia's presence untethers all consequences. It makes it nearly impossible for me to perceive the threads of fate, let alone determine which threads to follow.
Is that a problem? Most people can't see fate.
Most people do not bear the responsibility of preserving reality itself. If we guess wrong about what we must do, or simply fail to do it, disaster ensues. I do not like to leave such decisions to chance when the stakes are so high.
So what do we do then?
Trust in Baragon's knowledge of the Recollection. There is an anomaly I wish to look into while you and he pursue the cultists and ferret out their plans. Perhaps the Wildburn seed you found in Ostermere is the place to start. I shall find you later.
I've been thinking about Ostermere and your investigations with Laramil and Tribune Alea. The recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the Wildburn seed we found in Ostermere can help us do that.
How can the Wildburn seed help us with the recollection?
I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar.
Could Vashabar's wood elves be involved with the recollection?
Bosmer who honor the green wouldn't have anything to do with the Wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way. Here, just to be safe, you should carry the Wildburn seed. Greenspeaker Derelith in Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the Gold Road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribune Alea and I will meet you there.
This house is enormous. It's all yours?
I know, it's too much. During my adventuring days, I helped a wealthy Colovian family. They rewarded me with the deed to a grand old empty townhouse. I had enough gold to make this place livable, and it seemed a waste not to use it.
So what's a wood elf doing living in Skingrad?
I've lived all over Tamriel, and Skingrad is a nice enough city. Always something happening here, and we get news from across the continent. It wasn't until recently that the people of Westweald started looking askance at wood elves. Since the appearance of the New Forest, what the Bosmer of Vashabar called Dawnwood, the rest of Westweald has grown nervous and suspicious of all wood elves. I've lived here for years, but suddenly I'm an outsider. Things could get ugly.
You said no Bosmer who honors the green would deal with a Wildbird seed. What about Sorlin?
Yes, I'm confused by that as well. Green speakers are mages who work within the Green Pact to shape the forest to meet their needs. Every wood elf village has a green speaker to grow new pod homes or shape useful tools. It's an art my people cherish.
So why is she working with the recollection?
You saw what I saw at Ostermere. My old friend Sorlin has lost her way. If she had a hand in the use of Wildburn seeds, then she's turned her back on the Green Pact. I'm not sure she can do that and still call herself a green speaker.
Remind me of the recollection.
My best guess is that the recollection is a revival of an ancient Ayleid cult. The Ayleids didn't just vanish when their empire fell. Many found shelter in the surrounding lands. Some wood elves believe they're descendants of that heritage.
Has the recollection been around long?
As far as I can tell, the recollection didn't even exist a year ago. It's like hundreds of people woke up one day and decided to join a new cult. They're convinced something has been taken from them. Something they'll do anything to reclaim.
What is the recollection doing?
Plundering ancient ruins, recruiting other people who feel lost. Mostly wood elves, but not exclusively. Whatever it is the recollection thinks they're missing, it's made them desperate and dangerous. And we know they're working with Daedra too.